exquisite cooking, and harmonizing yoga. Join us as we take the next 30 days to discover a whole new way of living. Today, we're going to be working with the breath. Proper breathing within the yoga practice is really important. The breath essentially unifies our mind with our body. It's the bridge between the two. If we're just doing yoga without conscious awareness of the breath, we're basically doing an exercise. When we begin to involve awareness of the breath, we are entering into a new phase of our yogic practice, which is moving closer to the spiritual side of yoga. That's why today we're going to be doing a breathing practice which will make our yoga practice more spiritual. This is known as Pranayama and is a breathing technique that is well known amongst the yoga community, but one that if you're not familiar with will be really useful when you're beginning to introduce breath control within your practice. So first thing we're going to do is just start with the eyes closed. With the eyes closed, we're standing, but you can also be seated. It's really up to you. The first thing you want to do is become present within the breath. Feel the movement of the breath in and out of the body. Your mind concentrates on the flow of the air as there's the exchange between the internal environment, that is the atmosphere within the body, and the external environment, which is the atmosphere outside of the body. Briefly deepen out the breath. So lengthen out the duration of the inhalation and exhalation. Some people have a tendency of constricting the throat muscles, more formally known as the glottis muscles in the throat, because of ujjayi breathing. But we want to focus on a free breath. So if your throat feels tight or constricted, release it, allow the air to move freely in and out of the body without any restrictions, and then continue with your deep breath. Now we're ready to try the movement, the Pranayama with the breath. So the hands begin down in front of the pelvis. As you inhale, the hands follow the movement of the inhalation, raising up until you reach the peak of the inhalation. The hands are out to the side. Then hold the breath briefly at the top, and then exhale, release. Slowly begin to lower the hands down. At the bottom, also hold for a brief moment. So inhaling, slowly lifting the arms upwards. And then exhaling, slowly lowering the hands downwards. With this breath movement, your mind is going to be active. You want to envision that there's energy streaming through the body. When you inhale, this energy is beginning near the tailbone and then raising up through the spinal column, where it eventually reaches the space between the eyebrow center. And as you exhale, it's going to go down the opposite way from the eyebrow center towards the tailbone once again. So with the breath, inhaling as you come up, the hands raise up. It's like you're directing the energy upwards. So the hands are showing the energy where it needs to move. At the top, you can feel the energy christening and surrounding the head. And as you exhale, you can feel the energy begin to descend gradually back towards the tailbone, which is then giving you a sense of groundedness. Now there's two extremes that we're working with here. One is the extreme of being open towards the higher energies. The other, when we exhale and we bring our energy downwards towards the pelvis, this is the sense of groundedness, of being connected and united with the earth beneath you. As you continue with the practice, when you come to the top, feel yourself expand outwards, reaching towards the cosmos above. As you exhale, the energy is moving down towards the primal chakra, known as Muladhara chakra, and that's going to give you a sense of rootedness, connectedness with the earth. So you're just going to continue with this practice, synchronizing the movement with the breath. As you continue to do so, begin to focus on how the movement and the breath gradually become united with one another. When this unification occurs, you are working towards the real practice of yoga. Yoga in the sense of the asanas. That's what most people talk about when they say yoga. They're talking about the asanas, the postures. But really what we're dealing with in yoga is the mind-body spiritual connection. And this really only comes to fruit when you begin to understand the subtle aspects of your body, the subtle aspects of your mind, and bring these all together into unification with one another, so that your mind begins to expand. It's no longer just associated with the body. It's no longer just associated with the breath. It's no longer just associated with your thoughts. You begin to expand your own sense of being. Once you've done this, then unity begins to occur beyond yourself. So beyond this form, this structure, and you begin to unite with the space around you, the environment, the trees, the air, the earth, the universe as a whole. So this is the real practice of yoga. So as you begin to introduce the breath into your practice, focus on the element of unity. Feel yourself become integrated, united, assimilated, and unified. That way, the spirituality of yoga begins to blossom in your life. Thanks again for watching, and look forward to having you in future classes. Namaste.